Now, from the University of Okoboji, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee from our studios right here, historic Arnolds Park Amusement Park. I'm happy to have here with me today Curt Strouth. He is the President, CEO of the Iowa Lakes Corridor Development, and welcome.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Jeff, for having me. I appreciate it.
You know, I've had opportunity over the years, and you've been in there a while now.
Yeah,
that
a year. It's crazy.
But I haven't had a chance to sit down with you yet. So it just goes to show you how busy the corridor is.
You're busy. You're busy too. Give yourself a little more credit, Jeff. You're a pretty busy guy too. We appreciate everything you do for us. We try to keep you busy too with all the stuff we got going on.
Yeah, you do. I mean, just we're finishing up with October being Manufacturing Month, and you've given a lot of us an opportunity to, you drive by these manufacturing places in your own hometown.
Right.
Day after day, year after year, you have no idea what goes on there. So it's so interesting and inspiring, I think, to see what's going on right in our little communities.
Yeah, 100%. And talking about manufacturing, I mean, that is the lifeblood of what we do outside of agriculture up here in Northwest Iowa. Yep. And, we talk about it. The shape of economic development has changed a little bit over the years. From used to go out and want to chase the 100 employee manufacturers to come into our communities and grow here.
Yes.
And while there's still a little bit of that, I mean, a lot of our growth internally, in fact, 80% of it historically is what they say right now, comes from those existing industries and manufacturing businesses that already reside in our community.
Yes.
So a lot of what our effort is, as far as economic development, is to make sure we're taking care of those employers that already employ the people here to make sure they have the opportunity to continue to grow and expand.
Yeah, and what's so interesting is because they're constantly having to be innovative to stay on the cutting edge with machinery and continue to get a good employee base. And they are great jobs for our young people going out into the world as well.
Absolutely. And part of what we're doing now is making sure we're getting into our schools, right, and educating our future employees to be able to see what opportunities are here. And the state's a really good partner of ours too, and they understand what this is all about. We had Debbie Durham, Iowa Economic Development Authority Executive Director up here touring Polaris with us up in Spirit Lake just a couple of weeks ago to understand, what growth opportunities are here, because there are a ton of them. And but again, to grow, we talk about getting into the kids in the high schools to making sure that they're able to see what opportunities reside here, here in Spirit Lake and within the corridor itself.
Yeah, and and one of the things you've got going on, and there's so many, but something maybe you don't think about a whole lot, is you've been part of a documentary that even with a red carpet event. And tell us a little bit about this, Curt.
So absolutely. So this actually stemmed a year ago. I mean, this is a project, and we talk about projects, sometimes they just take a long time. And this was a project that we started literally last October. Corey Heppola is starting a new documentary series called My Town. And My Town is essentially a series that breaks down the misconceptions of living in rural areas, right? And which was what the corridor represents as rural Iowa.
Yes.
And so our goal behind this is to break down the misconceptions of rural living, the opportunities that are here that maybe just get missed. And we reside in a corner of Northwest Iowa that really provides a great opportunity, one, for quality of life, but two, the amenities that we have here. So this documentary series provided us an opportunity to showcase that on a high level, and it just by happenstance, the whole series was selected into the Twin Cities Film Fest, which was unexpected. So with that, provided a red carpet opportunity for our team to drive up to Minneapolis, see our episode for the first time on the big screen with hundreds of other people at the same time. So it's really going to give us some really awesome exposure, and so now we're ready to take that back here home and have our regional event, which we're going to be having here in just 2 days.
Wow. So, on Wednesday at the Pavilion right here at the amusement park.
So we're going to be showcasing our regional, which we're very excited about. Our regional premiere will be Wednesday night from 4 to 5:30 right here at the Majestic Pavilion at Arnolds Park. So we'll have some free appetizers. There'll be cash bar. We're going to have a little panel set up. We'll facilitate a panel discussion with some of the stories that are highlighted as part of the episode itself. So we'll hear firsthand from some of those key stories that are part of telling why Northwest Iowa is an amazing place.
So what did they focus on in the episode then?
So we know that as far as quality of life and amenities in this region is really focused around the summertime, right? And we got the lakes, we got the Clay County Fair, and we got all the things that happen in the summer.
Right.
But what sometimes people lose track of is the wintertime, and people's conception, and we say misconception, is that it's cold and there's nothing to do here.
Right.
So we really wanted to focus on some stories. We got the the Okoboji Games, for example, and some of the other things that are going on in Northwest Iowa, focus on that and kind of showcase what is here. And the schools go a long ways, right? The healthcare systems, and just a small town quality of life and those stories that reside within that.
Yeah.
And so we did a good job, we feel like, to find those key stories from those that are employed here to those that just have small businesses or whatever, just to make sure that we showcase that at a high level. And then they tell their story from the onset to the completion of where they're at today.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. The episode turned out amazing, and we're really excited to showcase that now. So,
but look at all that we have to brag about. Safe communities, wonderful schools, good work base, and I could just go on. A lot of amenities and diversity is another thing that we have here.
Absolutely.
And, low cost of living, not a long commute. I mean, I could go on and on with what makes this area so wonderful.
Yep, absolutely, and that's really what draws people here, right? I tell the story. I went to college at Augustana in Sioux Falls, and from my college dorm to where I worked at Willow Run Golf Course, it's in the same community, right? But it took me 25 minutes every day, Jeff, just to get there and back. So you had to kind of allow that. So a 25-minute commute here within the corridor region really is not that big of a deal.
No.
And for those that don't commute, it actually isn't that bad.
Right.
All throughout my career outside of going to the golf course, my commute was literally 4 blocks.
Yeah.
But now I commute a little bit now because we represent a 4-county area. We're driving on the road quite a bit. Actually appreciate it a little bit. It's kind of a nice little drive. So
well, I lived in LA for 5 years, so I can tell you about commutes.
Yes, 5 lanes of traffic.
And I'm thankful to drive around Arnolds Park at Okoboji. So
absolutely.
And to have that red carpet up in Minneapolis, I bet with all that going on, you expected Jack Nicholson to come walking by.
We did. You just didn't know who was going to be walking by, and so that's a unique event. It's a 7-day event. So when I first thought about the Twin Cities Film Fest, I thought it was just a 1-day deal.
Right.
It was all week last week.
Wow.
So they showcased a number of different opportunities as far as films coming out. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
So here on Wednesday, again, what time at the pavilion?
So Wednesday from 4 to 5:30, open to the public. Again, free appetizers, cash bar will be available. We'll showcase the video. It's about 25 minutes long. And then we'll do a little panel discussion afterwards and just kind of kick things off. So we're excited about that.
Just another showcase of how wonderful life here is within our corridor, our 4 counties in Northwest Iowa.
Absolutely. We're excited because, 4 counties is a wide area, but there's so much that goes on up here that really is a great opportunity for people to locate here, enter the workforce, and just live, right?
And we love to show it off, and here's a great way to do it on Wednesday night.
At a very high level, so we're excited about that.
Very good. Kurt, now if people have more questions on the corridor, can always go to the website, I'm sure.
Absolutely, lakescorridor.com. Check us out. All of our contact information is on there, all the things that we're doing, and like you said, we're busy. We're busy. We got initiatives from workforce development to housing to all things economic development, and so we're excited to continue to work hard, and we got many more stories to tell, as I like to tell people.
Very good. Well, I look forward to hearing more of those stories as it goes on.
And I appreciate your partnership too, Jeff, with everything. Trailing us with Manufacturing Month. You do such a good job of showcasing those videos at a high level to help us tell the story. And
thank you.
Partners like you make our jobs much easier. So appreciate everything you do.
It's all about the partnerships and the friendships, isn't it?
Partnerships, collaboration, friendships. We'd all do this thing together, and things are just a lot easier that way.
Absolutely. So, all right, Kurt, thank you for being with me.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you.
You bet. Curt Strouth again, CEO, President of the Iowa Lakes Corridor Development. We want to thank him for his time and everything the corridor does for our area. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast.
Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnolds Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by West Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. The headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.